Give me thy torch, boy, hence stand aloof, yet put it out, for I would not be seen. Under yon yew trees lay thee all alone, holding thy ear close to the hollow ground, so shall no foot upon the churchyard tread, being loose, unfirm, and digging up the graves. But thou shalt hear it. Whistle then to me, as a signal that thou hearest something approach. Give me those flowers, as I bid to thee.
I am almost afraid to stand alone here in the churchyard, but I will adventure.
Sweet flower, with flowers thy bridal bed I strew. O woe, thy canopy is dust and stones, which with sweet water nightly I will do. Or wanting that, with tears distilled by moans, the obscurities that I for thee will keep, nightly shall be to slew thy glaive and reap. Whistle, boy, the boy. Give me that torch, boy. Oh my god. Oh my god. It doesn't matter.
Give me that mattock and the wrenching iron. Hold, take this letter. Early in the morning, see thou deliver it to my lord and father. Give me thy light, upon thy life I change thee. Whate'er thou hearest or seest, stand all aloof, and do not interrupt me in my course. Why I descend into the bed of death is partly to behold my lady's face, but chiefly to take thence from her dead finger a precious ring, a ring that I must use in dear employment. Therefore hence I'll be gone. But if thou, jealous, do not return to pry in what I farther shall intend to do, by heaven I will tear thee joint by joint, and strew this hunger churchyard with thy limbs. The time and my intents are savage wild, more fierce and more inexorable, far than empty tigers or the roaring sea.
I will be gone, sir, and not trouble ye.
So shalt thou show me friendship. Take thou that. Live and be prosperous, and farewell. Good fellow.
But all is the same. I hide me hereabout. His looks I fear, and his intents I doubt.
Thou detestable mouth, thou womb of death, gorged with thy dearest morsel of the earth. Thus I enforce thy rotten jaws to open, and in despite I'll cram thee with more food. Romeo. Got it. Okay.
This is the banished haughty Montague that murdered my life's cousin. With which grief it is supposed that the fair creature died, and here is come to do some villainous shame to the dead bodies. I will apprehend him. Stop thy unhallowed toil, vile Montague! Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemned villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey and guard me, for thou must die.
I must indeed, and therefore came I hither. Good gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Fly hence and leave me. Think upon these gone, let them affright thee. I beseech thee, youth, put not another sin upon my head, by urging me to fury. Oh, be gone! By heaven, I love thee better than myself, for I come hither armed against myself. Stay not, be gone, live, and hereafter say, a madman's mercy bid thee run away. I do defy thy conjuration and apprehend.
You said the wrong
Yeah, I did.
God, you're so bad. This is that banished Hotte Montague that murdered my love's cousin with which grief it is supposed that the fair creature die. And here is come to do some villainous shame to the dead bodies. I will apprehend him. Stop on thy unhallowed toil, vile Montague. Can vengeance be pursued further than death? Condemned villain, I do apprehend thee. Obey and guard me, for thou must die.
I must indeed, and therefore came I hither. Good gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Fly hence and leave me. I think upon these gone. Let them affright thee. I beseech thee, youth, put not another sin upon my head by urging me to fury. Oh, be gone, by heaven, I leave thee better than myself. For I come hither, armed against myself. Stay not, be gone, live. Hereafter say a madman's mercy bid thee run away.
I do defy thy conjuration and apprehend thee for a villain here.
Wilt thou provoke me? Then have at thee, boy. Robby, you're alive. I'll just stop it.
Oh, I am slain, if thou be merciful. Open the tomb, lay with me with Juliet.
In faith, I will. Let me pursue this face, Mercutio's kinsman, noble county Paris. What said my man when my beast toast sowed? Did not attend him as we rode? I think he told me Paris should not have married Juliet. She said, not so, or did I dream it so? Or am I mad? Hearing of him talk of Juliet, to think it was so. Oh, give me thy hand, one write with me in sour misfortune's book. I'll bury thee in triumphant grave, a grave, oh no, a lantern, slaughter-red youth. For here lies Juliet, and her beauty makes this vault of feasting presence full of light. Die, death, lying thou there by a dead man interred. How oft, when men are at the point of death, have they been married, which their keepers call a lightning before death? Oh, how may I call this lightning, oh my love, my wife, death, that has struck it, the honey of thy breath, hath no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered, beauty in sign yet, in crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag is not advanced there. Tybalt, liest thou there in thy bloody sheet? Oh, what more favour can I do thee, than with that hand I cut thy youth in twain, to sunder his that was thine enemy. Forgive me, cousin, dear Juliet. Why art thou yet so fair? Shall I believe that unsubstantial death is amorous, and that Eileen, abhorred monsters, keeps thee here in dark, and be his paramour? For fear of that, I will stay thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Here will I remain, with worms that are thy chambermaids. Oh, here will I set up my everlasting rest, and shake the yoke of an inspicious star, From this world wearied flesh, eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace, and lips, O you the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss, and dateless bargain to engrossing death. Come, bitter conduct, come, unsavory guide, thou desperate pilot, now at once run on the dashing rocks, thy seasick weary bark. Here's to my love.
Saint Francis be my speed, how oft tonight have my old feet stumbled at graves. Who's there?
Here's one, a friend, and one that knows you well.
Bliss be upon you. Tell me, good my friend, what torch is yond that vainly leads in light two grubs and eyeless skulls, as I discern it burneth, and in the capel's monument.
It doth so, holy sir, and there's my master, one that you love,
Who is it?
Romeo.
How long hath he been there?
Full half an hour.
Go with me to the vault.
I care not, sir. My master knows not, but I am gone hence, and fearfully did menace me with death, if I did stay to look on his intents.
Stay then. I'll go alone. Fear comes upon me. Oh, much I fear. Some ill unfailing thing.
As I did sleep under this yew tree here, I dreamt my master and another fought, and my master slew him.
Romeo. Alack, alack, what blood is this, which stains the stony entrance of this sepulchre? What means these masterless and gory sores, to lie discolored by this place of peace? Romeo, O Pam, what else? What Paris too? Oh, steeped in blood. Ah, what an unkind hour is guilty of this lamentable chance.
Oh, comfortable friar, where is my lord? I do remember where I should be. And there I am. Where is my Romeo?
I hear some noise, lady. Come from that nest of death, contagion, and unnatural sleep. A greater power that we can contradict hath thwarted our intents. Come away. Thy husband in thy bosom there lies dead, and Paris too. Come, I'll dispose of thee amongst a sisterhood of holy nuns. Stay not to question, for the watch is coming. Come, go, good Juliet. I dare no longer stay.
Go, get thee hence, for I will not away. What's here? A cup of closing in my true love's hand. Poison, I see, hath been his timeless end. Oh, churl, drunkard, and left none friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Happily some poison it doth hang on them to make me die a resortful. Thy lips are warm. Yeah,
Lead, boy, which way?
yeah, noise. Then I will be brief. Oh, happy dagger. This This is thy sheath. Oh, comfortable fire. Where is my lord? I do not remember well where I should be. And there I am. Where is my Romeo?
I hear some noise, lady. Come from that nest of death, contagion, and unnatural sleep. A greater power than we can contradict hath thwarted our intents. Come, come away. Thy husband in thy bosom there lies dead, and perished too. Come, I'll dispose of thee among a sisterhood of holy nuns. Stay not to question, for the watch is coming. Come, go, good Juliet. I dare no longer stay.
Go, get thee hence, but I will not away. What's here? A cup of closet in my true love's hand. Poison, I see, hath been his timeless end. Oh, drunkard, and left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips, happily some poison, yet doth hang on them, to make me die. A resortative, thy lips are warm.
Lead, boy, which way?
Yeah, nice. Then I will be brief. Oh, happy dagger. This is thy sheath. There, rust and let me die.
Alas, my liege, my wife is dead tonight. Grief of my son's exile hath stopped her breath. What further woe conspires against mine age?
Look, and thou shalt see.
O thou untaught, what manner is in this, to be to press before thy father to a grave?
Seal up the mouth of outrage for a while, till we can clear these ambiguities and know their spring, their head, their true descent. And then will I be general of your woes, and lead you even to death. Mean time forbear, and let mischance be slave to patience. Bring forth the parties of suspicion.
I am the greatest, able to do least, and yet most suspected, as the time and place doth make against me, of this dearful murder. And here I stand both to impeach and purge, myself condemned and myself excused.
Then say at once what thou dost know in this.
I will be brief, for my short date of breath is not so long as is a tedious tale. Romeo, their dead, was husband to that Juliet, and she, their dead, that Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new made bridegroom from this city. For whom, and not for Tybalt, Juliet pinned you to remove that siege of grief from her, betrothed, and would have married her preforce to County Paris. Then comes she to me, and with wild looks bid me devise some mean to rid her from this second marriage, or in my cell there would she kill herself. And I gave her a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it wrought on her the form of death. Meantime I write to Romeo that she should hither come as dire night, to help take her from her borrowed grave, being the time the potion's force should cease. But he which bore my letter, Friar John, was stayed by an accident, and yesternight returned my letter back. And then all alone, at the prefixed hour of her waking, came I to take her from her kindred's vault, meaning to keep her closely at my side, till I conveniently could send her Romeo. But when I came, some minute ere the time of her waking, her untimely lay the noble Paris and true Romeo dead. She wakes, and I entreated her to come forth and bear this work of heaven with patience. But all the noise did scare me from the tomb, and she, too desperate, would not go with me, but as it seems did violence on herself. All this I know, and to the marriage her nurse is privy, and if aught in this miscarried by my fault, let my old life be sacrificed some hour before this time unto the rigor severest law.
We still have known thee for a holy man. Where is Romeo's man? What can he say to this?
It's fine.
Bring us in.
I brought my master news of the death of the Juliet's death. And then in post he came from Mantua to this same place, to this monument. This letter he only bid me to give his father, and threatened me with death. I went to the vault. If I departed and left him there.
Give me the letter. I will look on it. Where is the county's page that raised the watch? Sire, what made your master in this place?
Oh, yeah. He came with flowers to strew his lady's grave, and bid me stand aloof, and so I did. Anon comes one with light to open the tomb, and by my master drew on him, and then I ran away to call the watch.
That it doth make good the friar's words, their course of love, tidings of her death. And here he writes that he did buy a poison of a poor apothecary, and therewithal came to this vault to die and lie with Juliet, where may these Emilys capitate Montague. See what scourge is laid upon your hate. The heaven finds means to kill your joys with love, and for winking at your discords, too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished. Who goes a dynamite?
Oh, brother Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's joint hand, for no more can I demand.
But I can give thee more, for I will raise her statue in pure gold, that, whiles Verona by the name is known. There shall no figure at such rate be set, and that of true and faithful Juliet.
As rich as Romeo's by his lady's lie, poor sacrifices of our enmity. I gotta poop too, hurry up, Robby.
A glooming peace this morning, with it brings the sun for sorrow, with not show his head. Go hence, to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned, and some shall be punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
How it should have ended. Prince Escalus versus Lord Montaigu.